campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. A little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on another team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Duke's offense takes the field to start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pop.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And the pass hits, picked off. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After that last completion, it's second down.
Let's go! Check, check!
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll go right back to it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And he breaks into the open. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So NC State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Paul.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
They'll run for it on fourth down. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line to go for it in that situation of the field at this juncture of the game, but this head coach does, and his offense shows you why. Great job up front getting some push, and the running back knew exactly where he needed to go.
They'll run the option. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Using the quick game. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. rifles it down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got his man. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The give from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Barnes. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback checking off. They'll try to get it through the air. Spits it out to the back. And he's going to score. Touchdown, NC State! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
Pulls it in, and he's knocked down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking to throw on third. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Blue Devils are in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On second down, just keeps firing. He'll pull it down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Trying play action. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Running back goes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Looking to move it through the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. Got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And here comes the offense on second down. Running behind that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Still on his feet. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Trying to barge their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bill today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Arkansas State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, NC State.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Using his feet. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Crosses the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. Kept it loose past the marker. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this game.
Off the play fake. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He's going to pass. He lets it fly. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got him downfield. The expressway is wide open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's past the 30. Running toward the tape. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked. They should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
and they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTEP. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He's looking to throw it. Fires complete on the crosser. At the 45 on its way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want them.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at this? You don't know, can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try the run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The give to the back. Tough, hard-nosed run. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Try to get it on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw. He's going for it all. And it's caught inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
35-21.
On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He wants a big play here late. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to go up top on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pocket starts to collapse. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Duke.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Offense getting set for first down. Give to the running back. Smashes through. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He now has 79 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great